muscles. First phase of the plan was he had me buy this book called The Tao of Health, Sex, and Longevity. This book explains so much. Like, did you know that your bodies produce one enzyme to break down proteins and another enzyme to break down carbs? And when they're produced together, they cancel each other out, and nothing gets broken down the way your body needs it to be so that it gets the nutrients to where it wants them. Who hasn't had a cheeseburger or a pizza? These are two common examples of mixing of carbs and protein. My plan calls for me to eat one or the other and eat every 3 hours. It's worked. My pH is balanced. That's what the enzymes do. I'm losing weight and I feel great. Phase 2 was fueling the machine. So he asked me, if money were not an object and I could have any automobile I wanted, what would it be? That was an easy answer for me. I want an Aston Martin. This car's $186,000 before you pay to have it shipped from where it's manufactured to the United States. So he said to me, if you spend $200,000 on a car, and its owner's manual says you need to put high-test premium gasoline in it, are you going to put diesel in it? I'm like, no. I'm going to want the car to run at its optimal. So then he said to me, is your life and your body worth $200,000? Wow. I'm usually not at a loss for words, but I was that night at that question. So he said to me, why are you fueling it with crap? So we came up with a plan. We talked about my cravings for sweets, fruits to start the day. Your body needs the natural sugars in fruit to get your brain and your body working. Seriously, I used to drink coffee and have donuts for breakfast, and be sitting at my desk by 9 o'clock going, I'm so tired. Now I eat fresh fruits and I have all this energy, and it's really great. Veggies go with everything. Proteins first, and no mixing of proteins and carbs. Second thing was to get rid of my desk drawer, which contained candy bars. It now has protein bars, fruits, and nuts. Phase 3, sleep. I wasn't getting enough. Recent studies have shown that lack of sleep actually makes you gain weight because it slows down your metabolism. Puts the body under stress. Sleep-deprived people tend to eat more, and they eat the wrong things, like chocolate, caffeine, to give themselves energy, and it's false. And this becomes a vicious cycle. Sleep does the body good. Phase 4, hydration. Water, water, water. This is so important and something I used to so frequently forget. Your cells are nearly 70% water. Sodas, sugary drinks, caffeinated beverages do nothing to hydrate you. In fact, they dehydrate your body. Did you know that your brain confuses the signal between I'm thirsty and I'm hungry? So we eat when really what our bodies needed was water. A good rule of thumb for water intake is you should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces a day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be drinking 75 ounces. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water every day. Every day. Phase 5, structure. My body strength and core was completely out of whack. I've been a chiropractic patient for 15 years, but because of things in my past, like being tackled by a Buick, and several severe falls, my core was out of whack, and so was my body structure. So the plan calls for some very simple stretching, protocol exercises, and getting great chiropractic adjustments have allowed my body to be easy to move around again. Chiropractic care is imperative to everyone, because as little as a 5-pound weight gain or weight loss alters how your body carries itself, alters your structure. You only have one body, one spine, one nervous system, and it's far more important than a $200,000 car. Phase 6, exercise. I sit for a living. Most days I'm in my chair in the room above here, yelling at insurance companies trying to get our patients' claims paid. I had always loved the water, so I started swimming again, or doing some sort of water exercise at Brick Bodies. I now swim 5 to 6 days a week. Coach had me buy a GoFit Pro Gym band set. This thing is delightful. It comes in its own little carrying case. It's so easy to use. It has a DVD to instruct you. It's portable. I do my band work every day. Even when I was laid up with my knee for several months, I did the bands, no matter what. We now sell this equipment here because it's worked so well for me. Okay, day 7, breathing. Yes, I know breathing is an automatic thing for your body. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a deep breathing, or breathing from the diaphragm. One of the skills or drills the coach has me do is to lay flat on my bed or on the floor with a book over my belly button and breathe in and out so that the book rises up and down. This isn't as easy as you think it is, but it works. Why? Well, this type of breathing does several things. 1, it calms the body. 2, it brings the oxygen that the body needs into the lungs and then can be dispersed to your cells and organs. And lastly, it keeps your lungs in shape so that they'll last till you're 100. Phase 8, headspace. This is the hardest one for me. Long ago, I decided that I was worthless. So in my world, why should I bother? There's no one thing to help with this. So we started working on several things. I have a great support system. I have an amazing coach, a wonderful boss, family, friends, co-workers, our patients that support. I have a bunch of daily affirmations that I say every day, and I read a lot of books that help me with my headspace. One of my favorite books was a gift from the author. And I want to read you the affirmation on page 25. I say this every day. I have decided I will change my life. In a short time, I will be thinner, stronger, healthier, younger looking, and more attractive. I'm ready to start. Isn't that a powerful way to start your day? By the way, the author of this book is sitting in the room this evening. So life is a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, and I will be until I commit my ashes to the Caribbean. I think progress, not perfection. So this is my past, and the future is ahead of me, and it's up to me to make the future be whatever I want it to be. There can be a lot of choices along the way, and as long as I continue to make healthy and good lifestyle choices, it will be what I want it to be. In 2007, Dr. Littman decided we were going to move our office to this beautiful historic home. And every day that we were rehabbing this house, the 13 months it took to rehab this house, I worried about this stairwell. All of you saw it as you came in the front door. I was worried that I was going to have to quit my job because I wasn't going to be able to go up and down these steps every day. Happy to say that I now go up and down the steps with little to no effort several times a day. Life is amazing. In 2003, I made my first trip to Jamaica. And I found it very, very difficult to go across the sand and into the sifting surf. But the blue waters of the Caribbean were so enticing. And it was actually very sad that I couldn't spend more time in there because I was having a hard time standing. This bottom picture was taken this past year. This is me splashing in the Caribbean, playing around. I made it across the sand and into the water, even though I was walking with a cane at the time because I had injured my knee on Thanksgiving Day. I've always loved to travel and exploring new places and doing new things. And I had stopped for a while because it had just gotten to be too hard. I have a very, very dear friend that lives in Sanibel, Florida. And she'd been on my case for years to come down and visit her. And I had one excuse after another why I wasn't going to do it. So last October I stopped my excuses. I went and spent a week with her and her husband at their house in Sanibel and a little bit of time at his practice in Fort Myers, Florida, sorry. And then on the weekend, she and I went to the Magic Kingdom. I had never been to Disney in my life. Pleased to say that this picture is of me dancing in front of Cinderella's castle with Chip and Dale. Something I never ever thought I would do. That's my friend Margie's favorite picture of the ears and sunglasses. I was a 5-year-old today. Make no mistakes. I am not on a diet. Diets do not work in the long term. This is a new lifestyle. A new lifestyle that includes healthy foods, lots of water, and moving, because motion is life, and life is in motion.